I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So this Carmelo Anthony case, kind of old, kind of new. The trial has begun. Well, I don't know if the trial has begun yet. He was actually released, put on house arrest. Now he is getting moved to a disclosed location. News is, rumors are, things are getting real iffy for Carmelo Anthony, right? Threats against his life, threats against his family's life. I'm gonna get into the article, maybe some videos in a minute. His mother has spoken out, saying her daughter is scared for her life, scared to go to sleep. So these are certain situations that happen, dog. When it's when it's when certain crimes or hate crimes, so called allegedly, or murder, or you got different sides against each other. People saying this, people saying that. Different races involved, huh? Different races involved as well, right? Damn near seems like they're trying to push a civil rights war or something like that, trying to push hate and separation, more division. But that's later on in the story, correct? But this is what happens, man. Now, people think that he killed this man in cold blood. Now, I'm kind of getting late to the story, but long story short, Carmelo Anthony stabbed a fellow athlete. Don't want to mess his name up. I'm going to get into the article later. But stabbed a dude, a white Caucasian male, killed him, stabbed him in the chest. They got into an altercation. A lot of people saying that it was murder, unadulterated murder. Carmelo Anthony, his defense, saying it was self-defense. So a lot of stories, a lot of different situations. But at the end of the day, it will be tension, dog. Tension in the air. Period. So the fact that his family is getting threats, he's getting threats, he may get attacked, got to get moved into basically police protection. It's not shocking. It's not a surprise, homie. And then this is what the media does. The media continues to push it, continues to push the narrative. Then they show the division, the separation, very similar to the story I spoke on yesterday, the Kaysen situation, the Kaysen and Ramirez stabbing, murder, self-defense, etc., whatever you want to call it. Very eerie, very ironic. Two big major cases all over the world, plastered in front of America, plastered in front of humanity, causing more division, causing friction, huh? Rest in peace to the man that lost his life, huh? Period. In both situations, dog. Very sad, dog. Period, though. But this is going to cause more issues than just this trial, just this case. But his family better stay aware. His mother better stay aware, dog. You dig me? You get my drift? His little sister better stay aware. Everybody involved or surrounding him or trying to protect him, they better stay aware and stay on the swivel. Babylon, stay aware. Because sometimes it gets to a point where someone wants to take action, take the law into their own hands. Whether they're right or wrong, they just know one of theirs got killed. Then you got outsiders looking in. White people mad. White people want war, want revenge. Black people getting mad. Black people want war, want revenge. Like I say, I don't know the full story. I just caught it yesterday of the whole trial thing, etc., etc. So I'm going to get into it, something to break down, talk about, since everybody else just capping and yapping, getting in the mix. Well, fuck it, we here. Big warrior here, Babylon, stay aware. Let's get it, man. Before I go any further, right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Hit that bell. Takes less than 1 second, baby, huh? Support the grind, support the channel. Let's get it. For real. Let's get this channel to 1,000 quickly and swiftly so I can really go live and dive in. Make it worth my while, my time, huh? Let's get it, baby. Period, though. But more division, more hate. Nothing good will come out of this, no matter which way it goes. Whether Carmelo Anthony is found guilty, not guilty, self-defense, manslaughter, whatever, it will be no peace, etc., etc. It will still be war, violence. It will still be hate, more hate crimes now, even because of this situation, bro. Period. And the way the media pushes it, they say the media is the devil. The way they continue to push it, the negativity, the drama, the sadness. You hear me, dog? Heavy, bro. The violence is gonna continue to grow. Word is, new it is, it was a riot or some kind of altercation that went down downtown somewhere. People who weren't even from the city came down there rioting, so-called rioting, looting. You see this, the domino effect, how it goes, what happens. Period, huh? Period, dog. Sad thing is, oh man, it's all for clout as well, views as well, guapino as well. You got a story they're gonna blow up. It has a great budget. It looks like a hate crime. Got black versus white. They're gonna capitalize off it. Guapino. The media is gonna push it, milk it for everything, every story, every penny buck they can get up out of it round yonder. and keep it going. Keep it going, huh? That's the cycle. That's the scoop. That's the 411, baby. We know the game. We know the game, what it is, what it ain't. At least you better know. You better learn quickly and swiftly, unless you're bamboozled, naive to the get down, the low down. Huh? You hear me, dog? And I get it. I get it. Huh? Majority of the world is. But at the end of the day, we know it's a certain hidden agenda behind this crap too, dog, here. Yeah, period. Period. Who's innocent? Who's guilty? Huh? Was it self-defense? Is it manslaughter? Was this premeditated? Was this murder? Why did he bring the knife? Man, let's get into the article. Let's get into the videos. Fire them comments up if you know more about this case. Like I said, I'm just getting into it, just learning about it. Huh? Very interesting, though. Very interesting. Two cases going on, very similar in detail. White versus Hispanic, black versus white. We know the game. We know the gimmicks. You know, rest in peace to the ones who lost their lives. May peace, may their family find peace, dog. Condolences to their loved ones. Not a hard pill to swallow, homie. Not a hard pill to swallow. Young kids, teenagers, humans stabbing each other, killing each other, bruh. More violence, dog. More violence. Heavy, huh? You hear me? 1 second, let's get into it. 1 second, man. Karmelo Anthony moved to undisclosed location to ensure his safety, family reps say. Boom, there it go. The brief. A Dallas civil rights group says Karmelo Anthony was moved up to an undisclosed location for his safety after his family received threats and was harassed over the weekend. Karmelo Anthony, 17, only 17, dog, was arrested on April 2nd after a fatal stabbing at a Frisco ISD track meet. Austin Metcalf, 17, was stabbed in the chest and died. Frisco, rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. Frisco, Texas, representative for the family of Frisco murder suspect Karmelo Anthony issued a news release Monday morning saying they're gravely concerned about threats against them. Because of the threats, the Next Generation Action Network says the courts approved for Anthony to be moved from his home to an undisclosed location to ensure his immediate safety. And what do you expect, dog? You knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. People so-called coming up to his house, ringing his doorbell, making threats. They think he murdered someone. They think he took a loved one at that, period. A white loved one at that. Like I say, it's not always black and white, but some situations, some circumstances, it's black and white, baby. It's race on race. Which race is what? Who did what? Who cares? Who doesn't care? That's the real deal. No Holyfield, but shout out Holyfield. He is a boxing legend. You hear me? Anthony is charged with murder in the death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Metcalf was stabbed and killed at a track meet on April 2nd. Anthony, also 17, was released from jail and placed on house arrest after his bond was reduced from $1 million to 250 G's. Damn, his family got a little bread, huh? Got a little guapino, huh? They come off the hip, come off the rip dip, make a dip trip for 250 G's like that. Get them out like that, homie. You hear me? What they do, what they got going around yonder. Oh, they in the bread. They in the guapino, huh? You hear me? Believe that. I know they ain't take no 250 G loan out that bank down around yonder. That's not possible, huh? NGAN is a civil and human rights organization in North Texas. Anthony's family chose the group to stand with them through this process. Karmelo Anthony moved to undisclosed location. You hear me, dog? And I question, no disrespect, I'm talking facts. I question any civil and human rights organization, no matter where they're from. It seems like they come out when it's about a buck, when it's about guapino, dog. So I question everything, period. Karmelo Anthony moved to undisclosed location. What we know, according to NGAN, over the past several days, there has been an alarming increase in death threats, continued harassment, and physical intimidation targeted at the family's house. Some of the harassment includes people visiting the family home, Anthony family home, loitering and taking photos of the property, false food deliveries, disturbing mailings, including Austin Metcalf's obituary. It's getting wicked. It's getting wicked, baby. And people repeatedly circling the family home, taking photos and attempting to provoke fear and intimidation, the news release states. NGAN shared images and videos of the alleged threats in the news release. So here's some of the images, I guess, dog. You hear me? It's really getting real and wicked when somebody coming up to your motherfucking door, coming up to your motherfucking front door. You hear me? Like, hey, what's up, bro? We here. What up, nigga? We here. They say fake food deliveries, niggas with weapons, threats on his life. What that is, a card or something, a letter. Here, bro, it's getting real, dog. Period. Now, was this unadulterated murder? Shit, I don't know, but it seemed kind of different from the last story so far. But let's keep reading. Let's get it. We are sharing images and documentation of the threats the family has faced this past weekend to make the public aware of the dangerous atmosphere that has been created. An atmosphere fueled by organized hate, systemic racism, and intentional misinformation, said Dominique Alexander in a news release. NGAN says its internal security team is working with local law enforcement to ensure the safety of the family. It is both heartbreaking and infuriating to see the depths of hate and bigotry still alive and well in our society, said Minister Dominique Alexander, president of the Next Generation Action Network. Man, niggas still getting hung from trees. He talking about it's frustrating and infuriating. Nigga, please, nigga, stop it. You hear me? You kidding me, dog? Keep marching, nigga. Keep marching round yonder. It's bloodshed, homie. Like it's surprising, like it's shot. Niggas still getting hung from trees in 2025. Yo, you forgot? They forgot, huh? Come on, bro. Stop the damn cap. No family should have to live under siege simply because they are demanding their constitutional rights. We will not be silent and we will not back down. We are committed to doing whatever is necessary to protect this family and to ensure that justice is pursued without intimidation or fear. Another reason Karmelo Anthony was moved to an undisclosed location was due to a recent rally in Frisco, according to NGAN. Rally held at Kukendo Stadium. What we know, huh? A small group of people gathered at Kukendo Stadium in Frisco on Saturday. The flyers posted on social media said, "Protect white Americans." See, there you go. There you go. Now, white Americans getting all involved. They're feeling like they're getting left out. See what this produces? Making it a race thing, a hate thing. What can this lead to? More crimes, more hate crimes, potentially civil wars, race wars, dog, black, white, black, whatever. Period, dog. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Peep the message. Peep the agenda at the end of the day. And are these even real people from the city? Are these sent, paid off actors to cause more confusion, more delusion, huh? You hear me, dog? Believe that. Put nothing past no one in this room. Same room, different levels. Same room, different levels. Homie, you hear me? It's no cap. No way around it. Yeah, you don't believe it. You don't know it. You're a fool. Dumb motherfucker. Justice for Austin Metcalf. Demand Karmelo Anthony be put back in prison until trial. Peaceful protest. Stop black violence on white Americans. Here we go, dog. The rally was organized by Jake Lang of Florida, who was previously charged in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. So Jake Lang is a conundrum around this thing yonder, huh? It's funny, though. See how quick the white people go hard, though? Man, 4 niggas got found hanging from trees last year, hanging in an abandoned building last year, and ain't no black nigga protest nothing, get violent, say stop this, stop black violence or nothing, bro. Period, no cap, dog. How many niggas was found from the trees or just dead in general? Niggas ain't do nothing. Didn't nobody march, stomp, Capitol, nothing, homie. You hear me, dog? And I ain't saying if this was murder, if dude really murdered him and he's wrong, that he shouldn't be charged or shouldn't go to jail, etc., etc. And rest in peace to that dude, dog. Don't get it misconstrued. Don't get it twisted, homie. Period. Yeah, heavy. If it was premeditated murder, he did it out of spite. If the black dude wrong, I don't give a fuck. Take your ass to jail. You hear me, dog? Period. Took a body, took a life for what? Huh? You understand? Yeah.
Shop Granger.
Are they sent? Did somebody send them or what? What's really good? They maxed up, dressed up, maxed up, weapons on them, huh? They ready, huh? Police out there. And we ain't really got to see too much more, homie. Just pretty much explaining what happened. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, expect this. Expect more of this, homie. Maybe even expect some murders around yonder, homie. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's in Texas as well. It's in Texas too. You know the friction. You know the division already, homie. Period. What they're saying. Texas Representative Jared Patterson posted on X about the event, saying there was a protest in Frisco today, led and apparently attended by folks who aren't from Frisco. By the looks of things, there were about half a dozen or so folks there, with more media attending than protesters, according to reports. The professional agitators didn't accomplish their goal today. They chose the wrong community in which to spread their hate. Thank you, Frisco. I'm so proud of the professionalism of the Frisco Police Department. They've been under an incredible amount of stress in recent weeks, fighting against propaganda and misinformation by those who wish to divide our community along racial lines in the wake of tragedy. Frisco won't fall for that. And thankfully, we're protected by an amazing group of police officers who stand in the gap to protect our community. God bless them all. And there you have it. I mean, shout out to them for not getting caught up in the fuckery, in the bamboozlement. We know what's up, man. We know what's going on. People gonna try to take advantage and make this a race thing when it really could be just two dudes fighting, two dudes beefing, two dudes mad at whatever reason. One dude really had premeditated murder, or it was out of self-defense, dog. You hear me, huh? My question is, anyway, how the hell he bring a knife, able to bring a knife, sneak a knife in a track meet, huh? Where was the security? Where was the scanning at? The pat downs, baby, the pat downs, huh? Believe that, homie, you hear me? Huh? Charges filed against Jake Lang. According to Jake Lang's post on X, he broke into Kindle Stadium and got the first ever footage of Austin Metcalf's blood stain on the stadium floor. His blood cries out for justice and lock up Karmelo Anthony. See, this nigga right here, he doing anything for the clout, anything for a view, going to even a certain extent to go get a blood stain. He's so worried about getting a blood stain, homie. You hear me? When somebody just been killed and murdered, then he want to act like it's about Austin Metcalf's life. No, nigga, it's about you posting, getting clout and views, etc., etc. Get up out of here, man. You can fool them, but you can't fool me, huh? Believe that. You hear me, homie? Yeah, let's get it. The video was posted on social media hours after the rally, just before 6:30 p.m. Wow, bro. Fox 4 News reached out to Frisco ISD. Officials with the district say they have filed trespassing charges against Lang for breaking into the district property. They also said the individual in this video is filming on the home side of the stadium. The incident occurred on the visitor side, which can be seen across the field when he turns the camera off himself. Frisco police said they have been in contact with Frisco ISD, saying the incident is under investigation. Fox 4 News has reached out to Lang for comment, but he has not heard back. Here we go. We finally get to the backstory. The backstory that I'm very intrigued to hear. What really happened, huh? What went down? And like I said, if you know more about this story, fire them comments up. Let me know, homie, period. Feedback is much appreciated. Let's get it. And like, comment, and subscribe as well. The backstory. Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old junior at Memorial High School in Frisco, was killed at a UIL District 11-5A track meet at Kindle Stadium on April 2nd. Police said a student from Centennial High School in Frisco, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, stabbed Metcalf in the chest during a fight. Why were they fighting, though? An arrest report said that Anthony told a school resource officer that Metcalf put his hands on him. After the officer mentioned it to others that had the alleged suspect in custody, the report states Anthony said, "I'm not alleged, I did it." Little cocky with it, little haughty with it, you hear me? With this murder, with this unadulterated murder. You hear me, dog? Was he planning this? Did he have this plan, homie? Why did he feel the need to pull a knife? Was he getting bullied? Was he scared for his life? Did the dude say fighting? He say, "I don't want to fight, dog." Similar to the last situation, the Caden situation, if that's true. Huh? Or was it simply he wanted to pull a knife? He wanted to kill this dude. Period, dog. That's the big question. The 17-year-old accused of fatally stabbing a Frisco student athlete during a track meet allegedly admitted to the crime. He also asked officers if his actions could be considered self-defense, according to a newly released arrest report. The report states Anthony also asked the officers, is he going to be okay? And he asked if what happened could be considered self-defense. So he was already wondering, worrying, like speculating, okay, if I do this, what could happen? The fact he asking questions, did he really come in there premeditated murder? Was he like, damn, okay, what could I lie about here? Could I say self-defense here? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's the case. It could have been self-defense, but bruh, a lot of questions are heavy. Period. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact he wasn't getting bullied. This wasn't no prior friction, right? To my knowledge, allegedly. It wasn't a ongoing situation. Dude wasn't forcing him to fight forcefully. Dude wasn't a known bully, a known shit starter, dog, a ass kicker, period, homie. So this could definitely be just a situation where he wanted to stab a nigga up. Period. And the fact he says what happened, asked him twice, could it be considered self-defense? He knows something. He may think he did something wrong, or it may have been intentional. He trying to find a way to get up out of it. If not intentional, overly excessive, too much was done. The fact he pulled the knife, why not just fight? Why not just throw hands? Was he scared of the dude? Was he scared for his life? Hard to believe, huh? Period, homie. Witnesses told police that Anthony was sitting under the Memorial High School tent and was told to leave. Now, why did this dude tell him leave? Why the fuck did the white boy tell him to leave? That's a conundrum there. So one thing that's going to help Anthony, he wasn't the aggressor. He didn't start everything. Dude spoke to him first in a negative, derogatory way, picking on him, bullying him, allegedly. Anthony allegedly told Metcalf, touch me and see what happens. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, one witness told police that Metcalf then pushed Anthony to get him out of the tent. Anthony then reached into a bag and stabbed Metcalf. Well, damn. Damn, bro. So he told him to leave the tent for no reason, probably because he was being a bully. I mean, we got to be real here. Rest in peace to him. But he probably was being a bully or being racist. Anthony said no. The thing about Anthony, though, he said, touch me and see what happens. See, then dude pushed him. Dude didn't punch him, start beating him up, punch him continuously. That's the thing that may hurt Anthony, though, in the case, in the trial. Because, nigga, he just pushed you. So why did you feel the need to go to your bag and brag and grab a knife and bring it out? Brandish a knife. Not only brandish a knife, huh? Stab him up with it and kill the man. Stabbed a man in the chest and killed a dude, right? Allegedly, huh? So what it is, man? Like I say, was it overly excessive? Was it too much unnecessary violence, dog? A true crime, murder. He's going down. He may go down for this. Just a simple fact. And now dude should have left him alone. Dude shouldn't have been telling him to leave if that's the case. Like, for what? What are you? Who are you? Who are you to tell anyone to get out? Especially if you weren't being bothered. If it wasn't illegal for him to be up in there, dog. He was way out of pocket, way out of line. Unnecessary aggression. So he basically started the altercation. That's facts. And then he pushed him. That's too much. But does that still give Anthony enough right to go reach into his bag, then stab him, dog? They're going to say, why not punch him, push him back? He automatically goes for the weapon. Oh, man, kind of sketchy there, kind of fishy. May hurt him in the long run. That's it for the article, baby. But at the end of the day, the trial is the trial. The verdict will be the verdict. Is it self-defense? Is it simple murder? Who knows yet? You can take it different ways from this story, but you could say over excessive, with the grabbing of the knife, especially only after being pushed. Even though, once again, I got to reiterate it, dude shouldn't have been telling him to get out, leave, nowhere. It wasn't his job, wasn't his duty, nigga. You wasn't security, my boy. Once again, rest in peace to him. May his family and loved ones find peace. But he did the most as well. But did it cause for him? Was that enough for him to get stabbed, lose his life? I ain't gonna say that, bro. I can't sit here and say that. You hear me? No cap. We're gonna see. Obviously, the Anthony family, Karmelo Anthony's family, is working with some cash flow guapino. 250 G's bail like that. Not that simple to just acquire and come up with, right? Huh? Very interesting, dog. But hey, fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Support the grind. Support the channel. How you feel about the trial? Do you know anything about the trial, man? You know what it is. Big warrior here. Babylon, stay aware. Yeah. Wicked.